Basically, Dangan Ronpa. Today's random royalty-free song is... Let's go! Location, Hope Speak Academy, where naturally talented people go to learn. Think of the most talented people in the world were high school students that went to the same school. Yeah, it'd essentially be that. The Protag, Makoto and Egg Sandwich. He is literally just there because he got lucky and has no other redeeming qualities aside from the fact that he is optimistic. Which is like saying, hey, I'm an electric mouse Pokemon, but I think I can win the Pokemon World Championship because my trainer believes in me. Oh, what the fuck? The Antag, a stuffed bear. The plot, Makoto and Egg Omelette is accepted to the school of vibrant characters with personalities that match the super high school level so you'll never forget it. Here we have, and make sure to write this down, love interest, Flareon, corncob head, as loud as an ant, as loud as an elephant, Richie Rich, mystery chick, fudge hair McBoobs, introvert, fat guy, weed hair, fashionista, muscles, and Amy from Soul Calibur. They're all chosen to attend this school, which later turns into Battle Royale as they all have to kill each other and find out who killed whom in a turnabout Phoenix Wright meets Clue style. Which will also make everything easier on my end as I just have to go through the trials. Trial 1. Obvious love interest and Fry-Up do some obvious love interest things. They switch rooms and obvious love interest dies. Nothing says cockblock like a knife to the stomach. Anyway, investigation goes underway and lo and behold, Fashionista gets herself killed by the bear. And if you're asking why the bear wasn't put on trial and executed, the answer is simple, and the answer is shut up. So court is in session and everyone thinks it's green eggs and ham, but of course it's not green eggs and spam because obvious evidence is obvious. So the trial continues and it turns out that Flareon was the one that you stabbed and apparently it was super effective. Case closed, executed, chapter 2. Trial 2. So in the downtime where actual character development is supposed to be formed, Loudmouth and Corncob become the ironic best of friends, as Amy enslaves Fatty and Fudge Hair lesbians with muscles. Anyway, let's continue with the plot. Silent Treatment's now dead, and Richie thinks it could be a serial killer. So the court is in session and, oh hey, a serial killer. Turns out it wasn't the serial killer because that would be too obvious. Looking closer, it turns out that Squeakquel had a penis, but identified as a girl. Now get this, the school system acted like a school system and didn't give a shit and classified them as male. Which now makes for a major plot point as the person who killed Tiny Tim had to have been a guy. Thus Testosterone is the culprit and Loudmouth shakes the earth with his cries. Case closed, executed, chapter 3. Trial 3. Downtime shows that Chippy the Chipmunk made an artificial intelligence with, how the fuck did they make an AI? Does everyone have laptops? Can anyone access the internet, or are they just there for some good old-fashioned Minesweeper and solitaire? What the fuck, Michael Jackson Bear? Whatever. They made an AI that Fatty McNerd falls in love with and Loudmouth goes Super Saiyan. Coincidentally enough, these are the two victims this time as they both die in the most convoluted fucking way possible. Seriously, like, put the Benny Hill theme over this, my god. So court's in session and everyone's just like, who the hell would make a trial this boring? Maybe it's the guy with 50 baguettes sticking out of his head, but then they're like, oh hey, he's a Transformers fan, that's the most interesting thing about him. And all the eyes in the room shift to monotone Satan spawn. Turns out, she was the one. Case closed, executed, rinse and repeat. Trial 4. Hooray, everyone is sad as hell. However, in comes dreaded plot twist number 1 as it turns out Miss Strongman was a traitor. $5 to whomever can guess the victim in the next 2 seconds starting now, even though I'm still talking. Hey, sweet, I'm keeping $5. Muscles died in a way that seems very suicidal, in a position that seems suicidal, in a position that makes it seem as if this was a suicide. So court's in session and it was a suicide. Case closed, executed, chapter 5. Trial 5. So in the downtime, Mystery Girl obviously becomes a main character as our dwindling cast becomes the next Breakfast Club. However, just as the city of Townsville is always under attack, oh hey, a body. Who is it? You don't know. Why are they there? I don't know. Why are they actually dead? Well, they went up in a fireball of destruction, so how couldn't they? Wait, who the fuck found TNT here? So court's in session and it's extremely obvious that it's the Mystery Girl. However, Neg Salad decides not to call her bullshit and instead goes after the bear. This causes him to get scrambled and Mystery fries him and calls him the culprit. Case closed, executed, but not really. Final trial. Turns out Sunnyside was actually very lucky as he's saved by small child's virus of fuck your shit and ends up in the trash storage. Mystery Girl saves him, remembers that she's a detective girl, and they challenge Barry to a winner-takes-all trial. So court's in session as Devil Neg starts to call out Monoberry until a magical girl transformation occurs and it evolves into Fashionista. Turns out Fashionista from before was actually Soldier Girl and also her sister. So anyway, Boobs here screams you're fucked, and Neg Muffin screams no we're not, and it continues back and forth until boom, 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 headshot. And the day is saved thanks to super high school level egg joke. The show ends with a cliffhanger and they open the doors to a supposedly fucked up world, and that's basically Dangan Ronpa.